Here we go. Here we go now. Let's see. Music, check. Comic books, check. Video, check. Noodle nurse, check. All right, we're ready to start. We are ready to start. Here we go. What is up, everybody? All right, I got some cool comics for everybody tonight. First of all, hello. My name is Chris. Welcome to the Cool and Common stream. I usually do a comic book show every Friday night at 10, but yesterday was my wedding anniversary. Yes, so we had to move some stuff around for that. So it is a special Saturday night edition of the Cool and Common Streams Comic Book Edition. And I just want to let everybody know, if you like Zenescope comics, I am Zenescope's newest retailer. That's right. Got my hands, finally, I got my deliveries of 3 separate orders for Zenescope comics. They'll be coming next Saturday. So next week, I'm going to do a Friday night comic book show and a Saturday night comic book show. The Saturday night show is going to be all Zenescope. All right, that'll be the theme show next week. But right now, we got some cool horror comics. So let's get them started. All right, so I got 2 short boxes with me tonight, and they are both pretty full. I've got some complete sets of stuff. So let me just we'll start off with some singles here. And speaking of, hey, did I mention I'm going to be doing a Zenescope comic book show next week? Look, I've got the Living Corpse Zenescope Comics, the Living Corpse #1. $3 on that one. Oh, and I've got the Living Corpse Annual #1 with Hack and Slash on that one. So that's what do I got? I got $8 on those two. Let's do both of them together for a little less than 8. How about 6? Started off with a little deal. $6 for those 2 Zenescopes. Up and running. All right, looking good there. Come on over there just a little bit. There you go. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Funhouse, how's it going? Good to see you. All right, so those were the 2 Zenescopes we started off with. Up next, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy Legion of Monsters. Satana #1. Marvel. This is a Marvel book. Can you believe that? Greg Land cover. Greg Land is one of the featured artists for, guess what? Zenescope Comics. That's right. I got $10 on that. Let's run it for 8.
Visit your local Chase branch and get started. Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
15 seconds, up and running. We'll just keep running through some of these. Last few seconds. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to go this style. Yeah, let's do it this way. Just so we keep it moving a little faster here. So that was Satana. Got a handful. We'll just go down the pile. See what we got coming up. All right. This here, that goes there. All right, now we're talking. All right, hey, ooh, look at this one. Jason 10, House of Horror. Avatar Comics. Looking pretty nice. That is a rare one. That is the Jason in Space. 12 on that one. We'll run it for 10. Nine. $9 on the Jason X. A little better look at him. There you go. There we go. Justin, good to see you. Just a few seconds. All right. Up next, Dawn of the Dead, George Romero. Issue number 3. Got 8 on that one. Let's do 5. So these are all bagged, boarded, and priced because I do a lot of, well, not a lot, but I've been doing more and more local comic book shows. So as a dealer at a comic book show, I want all my stuff together, right? It's all organized, bagged, boarded, priced, labeled in long boxes and short boxes with dividers that say what they are and all that good stuff. This is a little aftershock set. Knock 'em Dead, number 1, number 2, and just those 2. Let's run those 2 together. $3 each. Let's do 2 for 5. Um, but I always try to give a little bit of a better deal here on whatnot if I can. So that's what we try to do anyway. As a matter of fact, last weekend, I'll tell this story. Last weekend, I went to a local con. I'm in the Philadelphia area, let's call it that. And there was a show at the Pennsylvania Oaks, PA Convention Center last weekend called LibertyCon. Asylum of Horrors, Halloween Special, number 1 one shot, Asylum Press. 5 on that one. So I went there to go check it out because I know I had heard from my friends at Zenoscope that they were going to be there. So I wanted to go check it out. Told a friend of mine he brought his son and grandson with him. It was a lot of fun. The little guy's like 5 years old. He was dressed like Spider-Man. JSC, what's up? What is up? The 5-year-old grandson was dressed as Spider-Man, and he was getting selfies with all the other Spider-Men in the at the con. It was so cool. The Vineyard, number 1, Aftershock. 3 on that one. So I went there because I wanted to check it out. I thought, well, maybe next year I'll sell some comic books there. I left a little bit on the fence, um, because it was more like an anime show. You know what I mean? Like they had their artist alley had like 3 artists, and they were anime artists. But in the guest row, there was like 7 voice actors from the top 10 anime shows and cartoons and all this. Here's a nice little square bound, brand new, Eat the Dead, Virgin Comics. 5 on that one. Um, so yeah, I thought, so I'm walking around. First of all, Oaks, PA Convention Center is like 3 football fields long, and so I pull in to where everybody else is kind of parked, and I walk in, and it's a gun show, and I'm like, wait a minute, am I in the right place? What's going on? Well, it turns out there's like Hall A, Hall B, Hall C, right? All right, here's the Ghoul, issue number 2. A little Hellboyish there, I think, huh? Bernie Wrightson cover. Oh, such good stuff. The Ghoul. $3 up and running. Um, so the place is huge. 2/3 of it was a gun show, and about a quarter of it was this comic book anime show. It was called a con, but it was really like an anime show, right? So all right, another one shot. This is a nice one. Bernie Wrightson, Night Terrors. Night Terrors by Bernie Wrightson. Great cover. I got 10 on it. take a little off that for you. Let's run it for 8. So here's the problem with the con. All right, it was pretty well attended, but in the whole con, there were only like, besides Zenoscope, there were 2 other people selling comic books. So Zenoscope is there with their product line, and there are 2 other people who would have been like me, selling comics. DC Vertigo, welcome back to the House of Mystery #1. Another one shot. Stories by Neil Gaiman and Sergio Aragones. Well, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. $5 on that one. So I saw this and I went, it's not really a comic book convention kind of place. But the two people that were selling comics had like 10 or 12 people there, like the whole time. Every time I walked by, they had 10 or 12 people flipping through comic books. Next to one of them was an older gentleman he was selling like $1,000 CGC graded, just like holy grails of comics, right? Here's the Living Corpse Exhumed Dynamite #1. One of my favorite covers in the horror boxes, only $3. Um, so I did a double take because he had like first appearance of Galactus, like all kinds of crazy stuff, right? The first black suit Spider-Man in the 9.8 and all. So they were all like, like $800 to $5,000. These CGC books he had. So I went up to him, talking to him. Hey, how's it going? Oh, you got great stuff. This is awesome. Uh, how's it going? He's like, he goes, this this is no place for selling $1,000 comic books. I said, yeah. What do you mean? I said, this is my first time here. Bryn Mawr #1, $3.
Granger offers professional products, easy ordering.
He said if you're selling anything here $25 or more, he goes, you're not going to sell it. He goes, this guy next to me over here, he's got $3 and $5 comics. He's been going all day long, selling, and this is like a 3-day con. So I thought, well, shit. Most of my comic books are $3 and $5 and $8 books, and I'd say 80% of 90% of the stuff I sell is under $25. True Blood #2, cover B. Suki cover, $3. The Mike, good to see you. What's up? How you doing tonight? So I was a little ambivalent about this Liberty Con show in Oaks, PA. If I brought my comics there and set up with like 3 tables full of comic books, I might make a killing, or I might sit there twiddling my thumbs because nobody's there for comics. But I don't know. It was just weird. It was a weird vibe. I spent some time talking with my friends at Zenoscope, and they hooked me up. Thank you to Jason. Masters of Horror #1, $3. So yeah, Zenoscope definitely hooked me up. I came back with like a short box full of VIP only books, San Diego books, limited edition books, runs of like 50 or 90, that kind of stuff. So it was great. It was great. So from that standpoint, had a great time. Night Moves #1, IDW, $3. Let's keep it moving. Might throw this down to 10 seconds just to flip through a little faster for you. If there is anything you're interested in seeing, or if you have any questions about what I might have, let me know. I do have the 2 short boxes here. So if there's anything in there you're interested in, let me know. Night Moves #2. Oh, let's do 1 and 2 together. Got 1 and 2 of Night Moves. $3 each. Let's do 2 for $5. 10 seconds. Up and running. I do have Ice Cream Man. Did that Ice Cream Man movie come out yet? I thought I saw a tepid review of Ice Cream Man the movie, um, but I didn't even know that it had come out yet. I don't know if that was just like a sneak preview that somebody saw. Grave Lies, excuse me, Grave Lilies, #1. Ooh, and then we got some Crossed coming up. $3, up and running. Comic Con John, what's shaking? Crossed Family Values, $3. 10 seconds. That is issue #1, C2E2 exclusive. I think when I get a free room in this house, I'm gonna do a split camera. I'll be on one screen and I'll have another camera looking down at the product. I think that would be a cool. I've seen other shows with that kind of setup. I like that setup. It's The Devil Within #1 by Black Mask. Devil Within #2, Black Mask. $3 each. You know what that means? 2 for $5. All right, thanks for checking them out. With these boxes, they're such cool covers, and I do have a lot of early issues. This is not a good example. It's issue #28, but for $3 or whatever, or 2 for $5, if you want to check out some cool horror, maybe you pick up a book, you get into it. Most of these are not hard to track down and are relatively cheap. This is The Woods, #28, Boom Studios, $3. I think even with the Ground Advantage shipping, it's actually cheaper for it's actually cheaper than a priority mail box, right? That medium flat rate shipping box that I always used to use, right? It's about £5 if you fill it up. Ground Advantage is actually a little cheaper, so not too bad. This is a great cover. It's Angel #1, Joss Whedon. Super cool variant cover there. Let's get that one going. Oh, this one. This is such a great cover. Fiends #0. Fiends #0. I did the research on this one. That is an awesome cover. $8. I'll run it for 5. Trying to give them away. Stealth, what's up? Good to see you. All right, that's Fiends. Oh, this one. I love this one. So this is Dean Koontz, Nevermore #1. Walpole, this is the retailer Virgin Incentive variant. How cool is that? Looking very alien, I know. But it is not aliens as we know it. Eric, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? $5 on that. I'll do 3.
Welcome to Camp Rock.
Good to see you, dude. Saturday night special tonight. We got the Saturday night special going, buddy. You know it. People have been coming in and out. Definitely a different vibe on Saturday. All right, this one. Check out the foil goodness here. Vampire State Building #1, Ablaze Studios. I got 2 of these. $8 on the foil. Yeah, the anniversary was nice. I'll tell you the anniversary story here. So, We went to one of our favorite restaurants. It's a Japanese restaurant. Always good food there. Been going there for 20 years, right? Um, they got like a hibachi side, and they got a dinner side. We always go on the dinner side. You know, we've done the hibachi thing a couple times. We had a new waiter, obviously a new waiter. He wasn't a kid either, but he was very nervous. You know, it was obvious he was a little nervous. You know, we asked him about one of the appetizers that we always get, and he's like, I don't know. Let me go check. This is Epic Comics, not the magazine. Epic Comics, Book One, Book Two, and Book Three in a four-book limited series. All right, so I got three of them, $8 each. That's $24. Yeah, raise the weight on this one a little bit. And instead of 24, let's just do $6 a book. 18. Um, so, so, so it was just I felt so bad for the guy because I could see he was trying, but slaving at restaurants in college, it was nerves at the beginning. So, so the poor guy, he like he doesn't like take a drink order. My wife was asking him a question, and he's like, "I'll find out." So he leaves and he comes back and he tells us, yes, that appetizer's available. So we go, okay, great, we love that. And we put in a drink order. So, like, I'm going to say about 15 minutes later, he comes back and he realizes we don't have our drinks. So then I see him looking over at the bar and he goes, oh, I'll be right back. Epic Light, another epic variant cover. Um, so so he goes to the bar and he comes back like 2 minutes later. The drinks my wife and I ordered were served in martini glasses. Now he's walking at like a slow motion pace, and I look at him and he's like staring right at the drinks, right? And the drinks were like literally to the rim of the glass, right? To the rim of the glass. So he goes, he goes, he grabs one, grabs my wife's drink and puts it down, and my water glass is right here, and he puts my wife's drink down, but he's not looking down, he's looking at the tray, right? He takes my glass and clinks it right on top of my water glass, and it goes sideways. So he didn't spill it on me, but he spilled half of it on the table. All right, here's those Zenoscope again, living corpse. So he's like, oh gosh, oh my. So he leaves and he comes. I'm already cleaning it up with the napkin on the table, and he comes back like 3 minutes later with paper napkins. Like, can I clean that up? Nah, we're okay. He goes, all right, I'll get you another drink. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Okay. So a few minutes later, the manager, the floor manager, who we know, he also owns the place, right? He brings me my drink and puts it down on the table. Oh, Mr. Tripoli, so sorry, blah blah blah. Yeah, no worries, everything's fine. It's okay. Another Zenoscope living corpse, $3. Number one. Um, so, so it was just funny. And then he takes our order. I know this is a long story, but it's just funny. Um, he takes our order, right? And we put in a second appetizer and our main order. So my wife and I are talking. We're enjoying our drinks. The salad comes out, the soup comes out, the main course comes out. the second appetizer we ordered comes out, but not the first one. The one that we asked him about originally, that he had to go check on to make sure it was available. So that one. So when he brings out the main course, all right, Gore Shriek Volume 2, Number 1. Look at this sick cover. 10 on that one. Let's go 8. He comes out and I go, hey, could you do me a favor? Yeah, what? Anything? Sure, what? I go, could you check on that appetizer we ordered? It never did come out. It's like, oh, I'll go check. And then like 5 seconds later, he comes back with it. Andrew, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my man. All right, that was the Gore Shriek. I already ran the Satana. Let's do it again. Why not? Packing up some orders. Yeah, how was your show today? Legion of Monsters, Satana. $10 on that. That's Marvel. That's some Marvel shit right there. 8. We'll do 8. So I was debating whether or not to bring some Zenoscope stuff here to show you. I've been hyping up that this time next Saturday, is going to be the Zenoscope show, right? So I finally got all my Zenoscope stuff in. Everything I've ordered, I now have in-house, which is great. This is Gore Shriek Annual Number 1. Warning. Contains disturbing material and is not intended for children. One shot from 1990. 20 on that one. So I've got it all. I've got maybe a third of it priced out right now. I got to go through the rest of it this week. Some really cool stuff. I got $5 books, $25 books, $110 books. I mean, there's some cool stuff in there. And just for you, Eric, I got one. So they take their artists who draw all the beautiful ladies, and they take their time and they do a little bit of they've got different product lines. So one of them is uh, video game characters, and another one is cartoon characters, and so they take the characters from their comics and draw them wearing a sexy Pokemon costume or whatever. I got a Ghost Rider set of 3 comics. Your lady friend can't be in the room when I show them next Saturday, okay? That's all I'm saying. Super Zombies number 1, Dynamite. What did I have? 15. Let's do the 15-second rule here. Yeah, there's a Ghost Rider homage. There's a Chun-Li homage. I got Spider Woman homage, Supergirl homage. Some cool horror books. I mean, it is real. It's going to be a fun show next week. Millennium number 1, It, the Terror from Beyond Space. You recognize that guy, right? From Heavy Metal, the cartoon movie. $3. It's another Bernie Wrightson character right there. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Andrew, that other Carla Cohen that I could only show you half of in that photo, she's dressed. It's a foil cover. She's wearing like a USA flag bikini top. That's the other Carla Cohen. So last week I was at that Liberty Con. This is Asylum number 1, by the way. Borderland book. You know why I censored it? Because I tried sending you the photos, and I was using Post-it notes on both on comic number 1, the Carla Cohen. That's a topless book, right? We'll do $3 on the Asylum. Got 5 on it. Uh, and the Whatnot, the Whatnot photo AI wouldn't let me send it. So I literally had 2 post-it notes over her chest, and it still wouldn't let me send it. So then I'm like, screw it. I'll just have to cover it up. It was kind of funny. Hey now, woo! Wait, whoa. Speaking of, thank God she's wearing a bikini in this one. Zombie Tramp, Harrigan Variant, number 61. Stan Lee Homage. Stan Lee Homage. 25 on that one. Let's do 20 on it. 15 seconds. Yeah, that'll definitely help. I mean, either that or when we actually sit down to do that. Yeah, I mean, I never sent you any of my business cards. Throw one of my business cards in there, but yeah. We can trade numbers or whatever, but just to pick for either that or I'll do a private show with you and we can just look at the screens together. The one and only Dr. Herbert West. So I started saying that last weekend I went to Liberty Con, Oaks, PA, just outside of Philadelphia. I thought it was going to be this great big Comic Con. It is not the great big Comic Con. That's a different company, and they do it a different time of year. I found out because I walked in there and I heard about this Liberty Con. All right, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate you. I whatchamacallit? I lost my train of thought. I went to Liberty Con expecting a big Comic Con. It actually wasn't. The Oaks PA Center is like 3 football fields long, and it's got 4 halls in it, A, B, C, and D. And A, B, and C was a gun show. Herbert West, Zenoscope, number 3. Speaking of Zenoscope, um, 3 of the 4 halls was a gun show. So first I thought I was in the wrong place. And then squeezed into the corner in Hall C was the Liberty Con, and it was honestly it was quote unquote just an anime show. Right now there was comic book stuff there. I'm waiting to hear if you stayed into and didn't source or did you? Oh, I did. Oh, I sourced all right. I'll get there. I'll get there. A Town Called Terror, Image Comics. I got book 1. I got book 2. Let's do 2 for 5. So I was a little disappointed because I was looking for the Artist Alley, and the Artist Alley was like 4 anime artists. And the Talent Alley was like all voice actors from the different anime shows. So we're walking, and there was some cool stuff there. I ended up going with a friend of mine who invited his son in law and his grandson to come. So that was a lot of fun because his 5-year-old grandson dressed up like Spider-Man to go, and everybody else there that was dressed up for cosplay took pictures with him. So the kid was on cloud 9. It was really cool. Double Nightfall feature, The Cemeterians, $3. A lot of Comic Cons are turning into anime cons, especially the smaller ones. Yeah, it was crazy. So here's the thing: there were 3 booths selling comics. One was Zenoscope, and there were 2 other guys with their comic book collections, like I would be, selling stuff. So I'm checking those, and I'm just watching. I wasn't. I'm just watching. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Here is Blood Realm number 2 and Blood Realm number 3 in a 3-issue limited series. Do another 2 for 5. Um, aside from Zenoscope, take Zenoscope out of it because they're there with just their Zenoscope stuff. The other two booths were like, there were constantly people there digging through their boxes, right? Yeah, I love these covers, Eric. There were constantly people digging through their boxes. I stopped. One guy caught my eye as I'm walking by. He had like a half a booth. An older gentleman next to one of these guys that had like 30 boxes of comics. Um, and I'm talking to him because he had CGC slabs of like books that started at 500 and went to $5,000, right? So he's got like, the first Galactus and the first this and the first that. Alan Moore, Neonomicon, issue 3, Avatar Press, $3. So I'm asking him, how's your show? Because this is a 3-day show, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. How's it going? And I tell him, like, oh, I sell comic books too, and I'm thinking of coming next year. What do you think? He goes, if you're selling anything more than $25, don't bother coming. He said it was very much, very much more of like I saw it was, very anime. And he goes, these guys next to me, he goes, most of their comic books are $3 to $10. He goes, they've been selling nonstop for 2 days now. And I'm like, well, shit, that's what I sell. Maybe I should be here. I could, because there was only 2 booths selling comics. Company of Monsters, Dracula, boom, #1. I've also got alternate cover #1. That's the B cover and the A cover. Let's do the 2 of them. 2 for $5. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too, Andrew. So at a show like that, you probably could, because anybody who's looking for comics is going to stop. But the only risk is you sit there and nobody comes because everybody's looking for Pokemon cards or something, right? But they advertise it as comic books too. So anyway, I walked around with my buddy and his son-in-law and his grandson for a little bit, and that was great. It was a lot of fun. And then I went to the Zenoscope booth. Tomb of Dracula, Epic Comics book 1 of 4. That is not the same one. That is book 3 of a different series. There it is. Book 1. What we got on that? 8 on that one. Running for 5. I go to the Zenoscope booth and I introduced myself. So it's the same guy that was in the booth behind me at the Lehigh Valley Comic Con. Right? Yes. Yes, very cool. Tomb of Dracula #3, $3. So I reintroduced myself to him, and he remembered me, and I've chatted with him in their live streams on YouTube and this and that. He's like, "Oh yeah, Chris, how you doing? Oh, thanks so much for coming by. It's good to see you. How's it going? Blah blah blah." And then I just sat in front of the box. He's like, "Oh," he goes, "Oh, you're a retailer now." He goes, "Let me hook you up." And I'm like, "Yes, please." So he starts throwing some free stuff at me, and okay, Chris, this box over here, these are all half price for you. This box over here, put a pile together. I'll give you good, dude. I got some good stuff from the booth. I got some real good stuff from the. I ended up coming back with like a short box just from the booth. You know this movie, From Dusk Till Dawn, Tarantino. Come on. Salma Hayek. Wow. The official graphic novel. Got 15 on that. Do 10. Beard Boy, welcome. Good to see you. Ginger Kid, what's up? So, I got a short box of the Zenoscope just from the con, which was awesome. Awesome. I haven't even started drinking yet. Salma Hayek simultaneously thrilled me and scared me. Oh, but she scared you so good. Oh my. More Dracula. Ghosts of Dracula. Eternity Comics #1. $3. And then this week, just this week, between Monday and Thursday, I got the two orders. The order that I did in early July finally came through. Yes, 2 days ago. And no, today. And then my second order came in, and then I became on their retail website. For a flat fee, you can become a VIP member, which gives you, it's a one-time fee. They give you, I'm not selling it to you, but I'm just saying, on their website for 150 bucks, you join, you become a quote unquote VIP, and it gives you all kinds of discounts on the retailer site. Not, excuse me, not their retail site, not the retailer site, off their main Zenoscope website. You get all kinds of deals and exclude. So they sent me a package of goodies just for signing up for that. All right, Darkness and Eva, Daughter of Dracula. There's a combo. That's a wild date night right there. $3. So basically, I've got 2.5 short boxes full of Zenoscope goodness. When I was at the show and I'm talking to Jason at the Zenoscope booth, I'm making a pile this tall of Zenoscope books. So he's looking at me like, all right, I'm going to get Chris, I'm going to give you a good deal. So while I'm talking to him, Blood of Dracula, Apple Comics, #1. 6 on that. Let's do 4. Well, it's over 100 years old, right? Is Dracula public domain, or is the Stoker estate swimming in cash? I would think that, well, it's more than 100. Isn't it more than 100? It's got to be more than 100 years old. Yeah. I would say public domain. Um, so, Andrew, I said, I got a friend of mine. He really likes Carla Cohen. I said, could you make me like a bulk deal or something like that, depending on how many Carla Cohen? I literally looked him in the eye and I said, I'm thinking I might want at least one of every Carla Cohen cover you guys have. Then I realized how many they actually have. But he said, Chris, you send me. He said, don't order it on the website. He said, make a list, send me the pictures or make a list. I'll gather them up and I'll let you know what we can do for you. All right. So I can't guarantee you anything, but I think we can. I think we can do good. This is a signed, limited to 300, dark red #1. We got 8 on that. We'll do 6. They've got, as I'm looking through all the Zenoscope stuff, they got one of their artists. They got so many great artists, right? #1, I love Zenoscope because they got great artists. #2, the president and owner of Zenoscope has said publicly, I heard him say it on their live stream last month. Somebody in the chat said something about AI generated covers, and his quote was, I will quote him, "Fuck that shit. I pay artists to draw art." Dark red #1. He goes, you will never see an AI cover. You will never see an AI cover come out of this company. It's like, all right, I like the guy. How does DC protect Superman and Batman? They're close to. Now, Eric, you have raised an interesting question. Superman, I think Superman will go, and Batman will go into the public domain. You're going to see all kinds of crazy shit coming up soon. But you know what? It won't be the Superman that can fly and all that. The Superman who can leap over tall buildings, that Superman is 100, right? But it won't be the modern Superman, right? It well, just think about it. Like recently, Winnie the Pooh and Popeye the Sailor Man went into public domain, and there's all kinds of horror movies and the whole comic book trend of "Do You Pooh," where it was like a million different variations of superheroes and horror and all with Winnie the Pooh on it. That's how they did that. It's crazy. Mickey Mouse is public domain, not modern Mickey Mouse. Steamboat Willie is public domain right now. That Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse is public domain. You got another 10 years, I think, or 20 years before. Hi guys, it's Mickey. That before that guy goes public domain. Impaler number 3. Impaler number 2. A twofer. Nice cover, by the way. 2 for $5. What Andrew say here? They've done covers on Steamboat Willie also. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's gonna be all kinds of interesting. People are gonna be making AI movies. She bites. Watch out. She bites. Oh, Selma Hayek. I'm going back to Selma Hayek on this one. She bites number 2 and 3. Missing number 1. 2 for $5. Guys, thanks for coming in. My name is Chris. It's the Cool and Common Stream, a special Saturday night comic book show. Hey, do me a favor, even if you're just stopping in, bookmark that show next Saturday. Do not miss it. And if you're going to miss it, please bookmark it anyway. My first all Zenoscope show. We're talking about them now. Gorkum Demir did one, I believe. Oh, did he really? A Steamboat Willie variant? Oh, that reminds me, dude. Where do I have that book? I bought a Gorkum Demir sketch kind of thing from somebody. I wanted to show it to you. I forget where the hell it is. Is it over here? Hold on. Give me 1 sec. No, it's not there. It's not in this file. No, it's not. It's not down here. But I'll take a look. I'll try to bring it next Saturday if I can. John, hey, what's up, my friend? Thanks for the question. Any adventures into fear, man thing, or vampire stuff? Well, I just went through a giant. I'll be happy to flip through the vampire stuff. Yeah. This whole stack we've just been flipping through is vampire stuff. Let me flip. I'll flip it through. I'll flip it through for you quick, okay? I seen the horror movie where Winnie and the whole crew were slaughtered by Piglet. He went. Yeah, no, that's okay, John. That's all right. Here you go. All right, here, just for you, my friend. This whole back stack of this box is all vampire stuff. There's Vampire PA, Moonstone. That's issue number 3. You see anything here? Just stop me in the chat, and we'll set it to the side for you. Bloodstained Teeth number 2, Image. Bloodstained Teeth number 2, Image. Anne Rice's The Witching Hour number 1. If you like vampires, please do yourself a favor. If you haven't already, go watch the new season of AMC Plus, The Vampire Lestat. If you didn't watch the Interview with the Vampire series, which was season 1 and 2, they changed the name to The Vampire Lestat for season 3. Season 4 is The Queen. The Queen is coming. Walking Dead 156. She Bites number 2. She Bites number 3. We've got Impaler number 2 and Impaler number 3, Top Cow. Dark Red number 1, Aftershock. We've got Dark Red. This was a signed limited edition of 300. Signed. Brian LeBlanc. Apple Comics, Blooded Dracula number 1. Darkness and Eva, Daughter of Dracula, Dynamite number 1. Eternity Comics, Ghosts of Dracula. This is kind of interesting. So this is Ghosts of Dracula. They got a Houdini poster there. And yeah, we'll leave that one alone. Is it me or does that look more like Edgar Allan Poe? I wonder if he did that on purpose. All right, From Dusk Till Dawn, we've been making a lot of Salma Hayek She Bites jokes tonight. From Dusk Till Dawn, that's the movie adaptation. Tomb of Dracula number 3. I do have Morbius, yes, I certainly do. Tomb of Dracula. All right, so let me go a little faster then. Dracula, Company of Monsters, and then Blood Realm 2 and 3, and then we're just back into the horror. Yeah, let me grab the Morbius. I actually have it sitting right here. Funny you should ask. Funny I should have that in my horror box. I also have some Frankenstein stuff, some Doc Frankenstein, some Ghost Rider, some complete sets, some 30 Days of Night, and Morbius. All right, here we go. Again, I'll just flip through it for you, okay? You let me know if you see anything you need or want to take a closer look at. Midnight Massacre, Morbius, number 12. Black cover in real nice shape. I do have Ghost Rider, yes. Most certainly. Did you see my Ghost Rider thumbnail that I used for the show? Heck yeah, I got some Ghost Rider. Morbius, part of Midnight Suns, 16. Another one of those. Morbius versus the Wraith, number 19, Midnight Suns. Midnight Suns, 21. Morbius, that is. Midnight Suns, 21. Morbius Midnight Suns 22. Spidey lurking in the back there. Morbius 23. Morbius 25 with the gold. 25 with the gold. Morbius number 26. I love this cover. Morbius number 29. Look at that. The stitching on the eyelids. The eyelids are stitched closed. That's a freaky deaky. And then another cool one. Morbius 32. Okay. All right. That's the Morbius. Anything there or no? Not old enough? I'll grab the Ghost Rider. How much for the 32? I think they were all like $3 and $4 books. 32. That's I read the midnight sun by accident. Hold on. 32. Let's see. I got 10 on the 32. $10 on the 32. Let me know what you think. If you want to see the back, I'm happy to take it out if you like. Yeah, just let me know what you think, John. It's all right. Let's see what ghosties we got and we can bundle. Yeah, absolutely. Happy to do so. All right, we'll keep that one out. All right. I got a little bit of Ghost Rider from 1990 to 1998. I got Ghost Rider and Blaze, Spirits of Vengeance. And I got a little bit of Ghost Rider Marvel Knights. Not a ton of it, but a little bit of each. Want to see some of it, all of it? Just let me know. Number 98. Let's see. That was 1 through 94. Let's see. I got early ones. 5, 6, 10, 15, and 31 from the series from 1990 to 98. Unless you're looking for number 98 or the year 98. Ooh, glow in the dark cover. 15, 31. 93. Ah. 10, 6, 5, 93. You know what? Give me 1 second. I think I've got the bigger box of Ghost Rider nearby. Let me just see if I can find it in the next 60 seconds. If not, I'll let you know. 93. All right, negative on the 93. Yeah, it was actually my box of Punisher comics. I thought it was the Ghost Rider stuff, but it was the Punisher. I'm partnering with Intuit QuickBooks to set up small business owners with better informed decisions. All right, and again, real quick, Spirits of Vengeance, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, great cover. Another 6, 7, 9, 12, the other really cool glow-in-the-dark cover. 16, 17, the black cover. 19 and 20. Anything 82 and up? No. My friend Eric could probably sell you some. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Not that I've got sitting here right now, and I'm not sure above there. And then I do have one more I can show you though. Let's see. Ghost Rider and Blaze. How much for the 31? Let me go pull it. This is the Marvel Knights Ghost Rider, sick cover. And then I've got some of the, let me go pull that 31 for you. And then I've got some of the, whatchamacallit, Midnight Sun stuff. You think they're going to do that Midnight Suns now that they got, what's his name coming in as, why do I keep Ryan Gosling coming in as the new Ghost Rider? Are they really going to finally do it? Why wouldn't they have done the Blade movie if they were going to do Midnight Suns though? I don't know. 31. 31, 5. Yeah, you think it's coming, Eric? I hope so. Mahershala Ali seems a little pissed off, like they were stringing him along. I mean, I'm sure they paid him money to hold him, but he sounds a little pissed off in interviews that they made him wait around for 3 years for nothing. All right. So yeah, John, we got the number 31 for 5, and let me know if you want to see the Midnight Suns. What do we got? 10 and 5. How about 12 for both? Run it. You got it, my friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Ten seconds just for John, my friends. John, thank you very much. Appreciate you stopping in tonight. Happy to get you a couple books. I do comic show usually every Friday night at 10. John, thank you. First purchase. That was easy. Hopefully the first of many. Yeah, please do me a favor. Give me a follow. Bookmark my shows. Like I said, every Friday night it's comics, and next Saturday, Zenoscope Comics. All kinds of fun stuff next Saturday. All right. John, let me get these set aside for you. Thank you, thank you. Andrew, what are you saying here? I'm more curious what they're going to do with Wolverine and the new X-Men movies. Are they just not going to have him in there? Well, that is a very good question. I guess we got to see how Secret Wars goes. I guess we got to see how Secret Wars. I don't know. Are they going to kill him? No way. There's no way they're doing that. Ryan Reynolds was right. He's going to keep playing Wolverine until he's like 100 years old. They're going to remake Old Man Logan when he is really an old man. All right, what are the rest of these horror books? All right, change of pace here. Change of pace. I've got some complete sets. I got some complete sets here. Let's take a look at them. Let's keep the Zenoscope sign up there. Metro Wolvie. Pretty sure you has also said he has no interest in giving up Wolverine anytime soon. Yeah, no, he's in. They pulled him back and he's in. Dark Horse Comics, The Thing from Another World. There's a great story with this comic. This is all John Carpenter's thing. 2-book set. Dark Horse. 55 on that one. Let me let's see, is anybody else floating around here? Not really. All right, I'm gonna just run some random stuff while we chat it up here, guys. This is all stuff that belongs in my buy it now. I'm getting there. I'll be there someday. I'll be as organized as Andrew with his buy it now. 55 bucks, 10 seconds. He has other great roles, but Wolverine made him. I wouldn't give up that game. Oh, hell no. Dude, he could probably buy an island for all the money he's made from that shit. Exalted Udon Comics. Like the noodle. 4-book set. 10 bucks on this. Get the right weight. We'll run this one for 8. That's at least a pound right there. Not 18, just 8 bucks. 10 seconds. Exalted Udon Comics. More Van Helsing movies. There's a good throwback right there. That is pretty funny. The Van Helsing trilogy. Whatever happened to it? Book of Shadows, 2-issue series by Image, complete set. 2 books. 5 oh, fish heads. Fish heads. Woo, how about that? 2 comics for 5 bucks. What? There's a nice little read for you. Last few seconds on Shadows. All right. Another cheap set. Image Impaler. 3-book set. 9 bucks. Yes, it is a vampire book, if you couldn't tell. A new addiction on Whatnot. Oh, wait a minute. What is it? A show buying candy in bulk for really cheap. Oh, no. I've heard that people are selling food. Dude, when I was in the stream buying the Whatnot Marvel packs, right? When they did that stream, I forget the guy's name, the Whatnot employee that was doing that, which Impaler, Vlad, his cousin Bob. I think that's the Bob series. The guy from Whatnot who works at Whatnot starts telling a story how, Whatnot is expanding and this and that and the other. He goes, yeah, the other day my father was buying steak on Whatnot. And people in the chat were like, what did you just say? Doc Macabre, complete 3-issue set. Bernie Wrightson. I got a couple of Bernie Wrightson full card sets too now that I'm probably going to bring here. Bernie Wrightson. I got to ask your guys' opinion of this stuff too. Let's see. $10 a book on that one. Let's do 25 on it. I bought a case of 24 full-size Almond Joys for 20 plus $7 shipping. Dude, that's great. Dude, Halloween candy. You could be the hero. You could be the guy that gives out full-size candy bars on Halloween. Come on. Yeah, somebody. So he's telling me, yeah, you can buy steak on whatnot. He said there are fishermen that come in on their boats. They set up their camera on the loading dock, and they're selling fish on whatnot. You buy it. I like that salmon. That's nice. How much is it? $40 for a 80-pound salmon? Okay. Put it on ice and ship it to me. And they're buying it on whatnot. How is that? How is that? Is that possible? I guess. Crazy. 16 Reese One protein bars, $3 to $4 in stores. Got the whole box for 18 plus. Dude, that's crazy. And it's not like, is it like expired or near expired? Have you gotten any yet? Weavers, 6-issue series, Boom Studios. 6 books, $15. Change the weight on this in case anybody's curious. 15. Let's go. I've seen sellers from here in Maryland selling steamed blue crabs. That's what I'm talking about. Fish. My neighbor's the mad freezer when it comes to Halloween costumes. He buys it the day after and then he has it for next year. Oh no. Oh man, you freeze candy for that long, like all the fat solids like ooze up to the top and stuff, and that's why it looks gray. And oh man, I don't know about that. I mean, I would eat it. I bring home Reese's peanut butter cups and throw them in the freezer. They're great cold. The Ferryman, complete 5-issue set, Wildstorm. $20 on this bad boy. $4 a book. 5 issues, $4 is 20. Let's go 15 just for fun. Not 115, just 15. There we go. Yeah, the Reese's cups are great frozen. Stuff has Best Buy dates like October and November, but stuff never actually expires depending on how you store it. That is true. So here's a funny. You're reminding me of a funny scene, right? So short story. Last week we were talking about Ryan Gosling getting the role of Ghost Rider. So this past week on my favorite free streaming service, Tubi, I watched uh, Ghost Rider, the original Nick Cage movie, and then the next night I watched the sequel, Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance. Now I got some issues with the second movie, the way it starts, but so Satan makes one of his henchmen a full blown demon, right? Decay. He creates the character Decay. Decay is in a driving after the Ghost Rider, and he's trying to eat food in he's trying to eat food in the truck. I don't know if you remember this scene. So anything he touches decays. So he just has a fight scene with the good guys where he turns them into dust, basically, right? You see them decay in front of you. He's trying to eat something, and he's still figuring out his powers. He grabs a sandwich, it turns to dust. He grabs an apple, it turns to dust. He grabs a Twinkie, he opens up the wrapper, holds it, looks at it. It does not dissolve. It does not decay. He eats it and he's like, huh, pretty good. Which reminds me, they could have used Twinkies or they could have used the whatchamacallit at Easter time, the marshmallow ducks, the marshmallow chicks. Peeps. Peeps. I've seen people on YouTube videos. Let me run some comics here. I've seen people on YouTube videos put peeps in acid and vinegar and all different kinds, trying to dissolve it, and it just doesn't. This is a cool little set here, actually. Book of Death, Valiant, 4 issues, 2015. Very cool. Great covers on this one. It's a cool little story. Check out the satin and the flat on that. Sick little cover there. That's the 4th book, actually. 4 books, $12, $3 a book. Can't complain about that. Well, you can complain, I just don't care. Do. Omar, good to see you. Wisco, Emmett's in here. Falmont, welcome. Good to see you. Running some complete sets of horror books here. I do have singles, of course, but this is the last complete set that I have for tonight. Rot and Ruin. 5-issue set complete. All bagged and boarded. All sealed up. 25 on that. $5 a book. I'm going to run it for 20. And let's jump that time back down to 15 seconds. Off we go. Rotten Ruin IDW. Nice little read there. All right, we've already been through the Ghost Rider and the Marvel Knights. We didn't do the Midnight Suns, but one thing I got left for tonight is 30 Days of Night and some random horror comics. We'll just run through the random horror comics for $1. We'll do that. That's good here. Let me take these, put these over here. Yeah, let's do $1 run. Why not? Free up some room in this box here, if we can. Let's see what happens. Let me just edit the listing here. So I don't gotta change the price 100 times. All right, that'll do. All right, let's do it. All right, let's zoom in for my close-up. Wormwood Gentleman Corpse. Let's see, which number is this now? This would be number 5. Dollar starts, 15 seconds, no sudden death. See if anybody jumps in here or jumps on a book. We'll see. You never know. It could happen. All right, Eric, heading out. Girlfriend of mine is dragging me to watch a show before sleep. All right. Oh boy. Hopefully not. All right, I'll get those. I'll probably get your pile of stuff together tomorrow afternoon. Keep your eyes open, and we'll go from there. All right, appreciate you, Eric. Thanks very much for stopping in, hanging out. Have a great rest of the weekend, my friend. Up next, Supernatural Freak Machine. I hear that's what Eric's girlfriend calls him. Supernatural Freak Machine. Hopefully she's not standing behind you again. All right. Oh, that was one. Yeah, that was one. What do I got? One. Oh, I got 2 and 3. Nice. Toe tags. George Romero for $1. This is old. This is how I used to price comics. Just ordered another 2,000 bags and boards from Comic Pro line tonight. More to do. Toe tags number 3. George Romero. Toe tags number 4. This is 2004 6-issue series. What was that? 2, 3, 4. Just put them together. Put them together in the bundle. Ah, here we go. My Date with Monsters, number 1. $1. Drennan, welcome. Julie, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. We're doing dollar starts. Last little pile here. Dollar starts on horror comics. Blaze, Legacy of Blood, issue number 3 of 4 for $1. Morbius, Living Vampire, number 1. Where's my guy John? Well, he was looking for older Morbius, not newer Morbius. Love this cover. That's a great cover. Morbius number 2. Let's just keep it going for $1. Clive Barker's Nightbreed versus Rawhead Rex. Ooh, Epic Comics number 15. Nightbreed number 15 for $1. I do like some of those Clive Barker comics. Some of his novels, eh. Some of his novels are amazing. Um, Others, the plot kind of drags a little bit, but very creative. I like his stuff. The Sovereigns with a Turok backup story for $1. 2 stories for $1. That's 50 cents a 50 cents a story. Dynamite number 2. The Sovereigns. Oh, Andrew, you still here, buddy? Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter. So, I mentioned to you that Zenoscope is doing an open house. It's not really an open house, but they're doing a VIP open house in September where they're having some of their artists come and you can meet them and you're going to hang out with them and they'll sign stuff for you and you get a tour and then there's a lunch and a dinner if you want and blah blah blah, right? So I mentioned it to my guy Jason at LibertyCon. So I said, dude, I want to come to. Oh yeah, no problem. So I realized first you had to be a VIP to join because I went to the website. He goes, oh yeah, we posted it on Friday. This was a Saturday that I was there. Swamp Thing, Vertigo #3, DC 2004 for $1. Um, so I was asking him about it. He said go to the website. I go to the website and I click on it, and it says you must be a VIP to attend. I'm like, oh well, I was gonna do the VIP thing anyway. So paid my money. The next morning, I open up the website. I have access to apply to go. Well, you got to buy a ticket, right? So it is a ticketed event. So it's not like, oh, you're a VIP, come for free, right? My whole point in telling you this is there's different. If you're a VIP, there's different ticket levels, right? So you pay more money, you get more access. You want to go out to dinner with the guys and hang out, it's this much. If you want, actually, you can hang out anyway, but uh, they've got different gifts, right? So you pay a little more money, you get X number of books. If you pay a little more than that, you get X plus 5 books. If you pay a little more than that, you can get 10 books. You pay a little more than that, and they'll sign all the books. Like it was kind of a thing like that. And CGC is going to be there as well. So you can have them sign your books, and CGC will do the thing again for another fee. Nemivore #1. My whole point is that they do have guest tickets available. So if you're a VIP, you could buy a guest ticket for someone. So just think about that. I think it was $99. I think it was $100 for a guest ticket. Lost Boys, Reign of Frogs, 1 through 4. That is #3 of 4. Let me look it up. All right. Let's see. Do I have my VIP? I don't have my VIP. I gotta sign in here. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can sign in. I'm on a different computer, so I don't know if it's gonna let me, but I should be able to get the dates at least. VIP events. Okay, it is Friday, September 12th, and Saturday, September 13th. You're in save mode for Baltimore Comic Con. Nice. Zenoscope asked me. They said, Chris, are you coming to Baltimore? So I know the Zenoscope guys are coming to Baltimore. I said I don't know if I'm coming to Baltimore yet, but we'll see. I gotta sit down. I know August is like half over. I gotta sit down with my calendar. All right, here you go. 2025. This is 2026. No, this is last year's. I'm sorry. I'll send you the dates. Let me get on my let him when I get on the computer upstairs. I don't have this my auto password logged in here, and yeah, I'll message you back with the dates. But it did sound pretty cool. TK, what's up? All right. Well, on that happy note, if it's before Baltimore or right after, I probably can't do it. Yeah, it's probably going to be there. It's probably going to be right around then. Yeah, next week I'll tell the story of my latest crazy purchase. I think I mentioned it last week, but we'll see.
Well, when you're with farmers, it's kind of inevitable. Well, how long
All right, Andrew, hey, thanks for hanging out, buddy, as always.
I don't know my dad's birthday, and I thought
I think we'll pull the plug right there. It's fun getting back in touch with all these horror comics. I got to get these a little bit more organized, ready for the upcoming show. I'm bringing this in for the September show because, of course, proximity to Halloween. So that's why I'm not going to New York Comic Con. Oh, dude, the I literally walked right by the Jacob Javits Center when I was at the Rush show 2 weeks ago. It's literally like we walked on Sunday when the show was over. We slept over in New York City, and then we walked from the hotel down to the ferry, and it's like a 4-block trip, and we're just walking, chilling, and I'm like, shit, that's the Jacob Javits Center. New York City Comic Con's there. Oh man, maybe, I don't know. All right, I think we'll call it there. So hey, if you're watching on the YouTubes, thanks for checking it out. Be sure to come on by, join us here on Whatnot. Always having fun. Do not miss next week's Saturday special show. So we're going to have a Friday show and a Saturday show. 2 comic book shows next week. It's going to be total mayhem. Maybe I'll bring a few Zenoscope books as a preview on Friday. Ooh, there's a tease for you. All right, everybody. Andrew, thanks again, buddy. Talk to you soon, and let us end it, my friends. Until next time, keep it cool, keep it common, keep it collected.